This morning, we're taking a closer look at Delta Airlines' overhaul of its Sky Miles program. Frequent flyers will start earning miles based on ticket prices, not how far they go or how often.
CBS News travel editor Peter Greenberg is here with a closer look at that and several other changes facing flyers. Good morning.
Good morning, Charlie.
So how's it? Go ahead, tell me.
Well, here's what's going to happen. Right now, if you're flying any airline, just about, you earn your miles based on the actual length of the flight. Starting in January, that's all going to change. Now, JetBlue and Southwest have already gone to this based on how much you pay for your ticket. So now Delta's going to do it starting in January, and they're doing it because A, they can, and B, because it's a great revenue generator for the airline because it's about yield. How much can you get for each available seat? We're a nation of addicted frequent flyers. We will do anything for those miles, and they're going to test how much we're willing to do it now.
So then redeeming will be almost impossible.
Well, here's the thing. Right now, there are actually more unredeemed frequent flyer miles out there in circulation in the world than there's currency in circulation in the world. 17.5 trillion miles that may never be redeemed, and that's a great source of profit for the airlines as long as they don't redeem them.
That number is surprising, but the fact is not so surprising. Given anybody who's tried to redeem the miles, it's virtually impossible. So doesn't this create a bigger divide between those high-paying business customers and those that are in the coach class? And how do you think consumers are going to react?
Well, take a look at this. If you were going to fly on a $500 ticket from Atlanta to San Francisco today, you'd earn over 4,200 miles on Delta. Starting in January, for that same $500 ticket, it goes down to like 2,500 miles. So the incentive for the frequent flyer addicted traveler is to spend more money to earn more miles that you have difficulty redeeming. It's an amazing game.
And the reason they're doing this, obviously, is revenue, but also put some difference. They're paying attention to the people who pay the bills.
That's right. Let me give you an example. If you want a coach ticket from New York to Hong Kong, I've seen it as low as $1,000. A first-class ticket from New York to Hong Kong is $19,000. If you can fill the first-class section of the plane with paying passengers, you've made money. Conversely, if you can't fill the first-class section, they can have so many people in coach, they're sitting on the wings, they will lose money. It's all about who's sitting up front.
And how else are some of these global airlines catering to high-end or high-paying customers?
Well, if you want to pay, you get to play. In London, for example, you spend $2,500, you get greeted as a head of state. Charlie likes that one.
Yeah. No, it's just airlines are like everything else.
Exactly. $2,500, they limo you out to the plane.
Oh, yeah.
Lufthansa has an entire first class, not a counter, not a gate. They have a first class terminal, and they drive you to the plane in a Porsche.
I've heard this is great.
You've heard this. Right, we'll talk about that later. But the bottom line is they're going for the 1%, and they're going to do that because the revenue they're going to get is huge. The upsell here is tremendous.
You don't think there's going to be a backlash?
Not only is there not going to be a backlash, American and United are probably going to follow suit in January simply because they can. If the airlines are flying at already 83% capacity, which means they're already full, there's no financial incentive for the airlines to want to displace a revenue passenger to redeem miles and give you that ticket. So guess what? You're going to pay more for fewer miles that you're going to have same difficulty in redeeming. What a deal.
Thanks for the great news this morning, Peter.
Everywhere we turn.
Yeah, great having you. Take care.
You got it.